Okay, a quick high-level view of Evolve recruitment database software. First and foremost, Evolve is a cloud-based solution. We can tell that by the presence of this URL in the top row and the fact that we're using Internet Explorer to actually view the system. That's all securely logged on onto the Evolve servers, which are owned by the business who develops and provides the software. Broadly speaking, Evolve is all the databases you'll ever need as a recruitment agency. And in its broadest sense, and from the highest level view, it splits very clearly into two distinct sections, as does any recruitment business. The first half, and I use the term half very loosely, of Evolve, is the client-side recruitment-specific CRM. This allows you to organize your data in three layers, the first layer of which is a client record. So, ABC Limited, Evolve, or sorry, FCP Internet, the authors of Evolve, things of that nature, and that will hold generic client information. As a second layer beneath the client record, there's a layer to store the contacts, i.e. the human beings who are in place within the positions within the parent company or within the client company. This meaning that we can make sure that we know that Chris's contact is James and Frank's contact is John. Ultimately, it allows us to organize the data that we store on the client side, and it's the commercial information which is held within the system. Lastly, once you've courted a contact to the point that they are now willing to give you purchase orders for requirements, you then attach a vacancy record to the individual. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull up a vacancy record. And here's a vacancy listing. We'll pick this help desk operator job for the moment. And you'll see that this help desk operator is being offered on a contract basis. The contact against the vacancy is Dave Dawson. That would usually, in most situations, be the actual hiring manager. It could also be personnel. And lastly, that Mr. Dave Dawson, who's the employee, is currently attached to the record for the client, who's a business called Accenter in this scenario. That's the client side of the database, allowing you to organize the client-facing correspondence and communication that you do with your clients. The other half of the database is what we commonly call within Evolve stock or candidates. Basically, a candidate record in Evolve relates to an individual for whom you are looking for a job and for whom ultimately you charge a fee. And we can see very clearly, if we just go and grab a candidate, let's use this one, that the candidate record card is familiar, of similar look and feel to the client. Many parts are common, but ultimately the key elements of it are as such. We see the list or the candidate CV, which has been used to initially create the record. We can actually see a representation of that here, although if we were to then forward it to a client, we would use this version, which is a CV document. In addition, all of the candidates' instant information, or the stuff we need time and time again, is front and center and is present on the card. But in addition to that, there are a number of other functions that the system carries in order to allow us to work with that data. A candidate record in Evolve will usually take moments to create, but will build up incrementally on time, resulting in a full history of everything that we've ever done with that individual in the guise of looking for a role for them, including multiple times when they might contact us at different times in their career. So for the time being, I think that's sufficient to give you a very high-level view of the two fundamental elements of Evolve. I hope it's been of use.